Good morning, Mr. Tomcats. All right. Tomcat's on the second trip out. And it's still early morning. Let's get some things done. Before we get 2 balls deep today, need to run a tap to the bottom of these. This thing's been cleaned and painted before I bought it. You can see all the dirt just come out of there. I don't want any issues when I'm installing this. Man, I don't know if you guys can see that as I'm running the tap through. All that crap in there, Jesus. I don't know if this is gonna end well or not. I got it blocked up as a fail-safe. But I need to remove the transmission jack and block it up more underneath here to work on that stuff for easier access. Well, it's working for sure. Little tight on the old strap there, but I'll put a hydraulic jack underneath it as backup. Perfect. Let's get that housing off and let's get started. Now the fun shall begin. Buddy, you were half coming out of your cage there. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, buddy? Okay, I'm just back in the garage. You guys wouldn't notice, but took a couple hour fucking break to cool it down because I'm sick and tired of fucking shit. And what I'm gonna show you is the main reason why I don't go looking for sponsorships or take sponsorships from fucking any company. And it's a GM 4L60E adapter with a 4L60E shaft. I have a 4L60E transmission. And it says, note, we have found some Chevy Performance Crate 4L70 transmissions have a larger diameter transmission output shaft. I do not have a 4L70E. So I got my 4L60 underneath. Doesn't fucking slide on. Nope, it's gotta go fucking down over here. Fucking shit. Now I gotta fucking put the boring bar in the fucking lathe and fucking machine this out. Do you agree? That's fucking complete bullshit. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, I have encountered a lot of aftermarket fucking bullshit that just is not plug and play. You might as well just redesign the fucking wheel to make it work. I mean, am I wrong to say, you know, in some variances, there might be a larger shaft, so that way, you know, you may need this fucking part, because apparently the kid is not what it fucking claims, hey? This is fucking proof right here. 4L60E fucking transmission. The part obviously does not fit fucking on. Somebody's gonna comment and say, why didn't you just call them and get the right part? I don't got fucking time to waste for that, hey? I might as well just fucking design it myself. Oh, now I gotta find my boring bar. I haven't used a lathe in a long time, so this should be interesting. Really, in my opinion, at the end of the day, I should have just did what I was originally gonna say, is fucking just machine this out and have the sensor through there, because really, what am I gaining by spending money on this? I still gotta make my own fucking parts. If you've ever had to change out the jaws in a lathe, now, real lathes are marked, so you know exactly where the jaws go, but in this case they aren't, so trying to play this puzzle is extremely frustrating, but it's set up. So then this is supposed to go on like that. I'll put my finger through the hole. Hey, fuck you. Got a long ways to go. Let's measure these. Roughly, give or take. Fuck, I'm out by a fucking mile. I need to make extremely small cuts because of that right there. Anything too big might not be good for my boring bar. The way I'm gonna make this work so it doesn't hit the jaw is machine half of it and then flip it around. Not a big deal. had a feeling this was gonna happen. Now the measurements are either supposed to be 0.012 or 0.010, and can't get any of them in there. And same with this side. It is what it is. Retool up the lathe. Machine. Fuck, I gotta be careful on this. I just gotta take a little C hair off. I need to be very careful with this. So I need to machine just a super small amount. So this is where I shut her down for the night. I wasted all afternoon to fucking do this when it should have been less than a 1 hour job to fucking take care of. You know, I'm sick and tired of this bullshit of fucking buying stuff from companies and it doesn't work the way it should. A person should be able to charge them back for your fucking time wasted, because I don't know about you guys, but I am fucking fed up with this fucking shit. So after playing around with the shaft for a while, I marked it up with some paint pen because the shaft isn't exactly a perfectly machined surface either. So using my marks here and then turning it and going around with the feeler gauge to the best possible spot. But I guess the only way you're really going to tell, as I was talking about earlier, is if I put the transfer case on and started spinning it, because you can see the play in the shaft, and that will determine ultimately if it's going to work or not. Which leads me to another thing. I think we're going to end this video because this is a pretty good topic that we're going to talk about. Let's crack open the old El Frigo here. Reach in. Let's try this one. Jam up the mash. Alright. Dry hopped sour. Ooh, I like the sour. So at the end of the day, I gotta say, I'm a little bit pissed off for sure. It really got my blood boiling. But at the end of the day, this happens way too often. There should be quality control involved. If you need a different size reluctor ring, there should be that option. If your tail shaft measures this much, you need the kit that includes this ring. It's fucking not, rocket appliances here. The shitstorm is brewing and the shit clock is fucking ticking. Anyways, it's motherfucking beer time. Let's try this sour out. Holy fuck. That's what I call a sour. Collective Arts, Jam Up the Mash, Dry Hop Sour. This fucking made my day. This is by far one of the best beers that I've had in a while. Ooh. Fuck me gently. That's fucking good. If you ever have a chance to get that sucker, it's fucking pretty amazing. Holy. Fuck, shut her down. Kevin from Ontario had sent me this beer, or actually a few beers, quite some time ago. You guys all saw that video, I don't know how long ago now. I've just been waiting for the opportunity to drink these beers, because when people send me beers, it's because of a special time. And I was having a bad day, and I figured, you know what? Maybe a beer from a fan will make things better, and holy fuck. That is probably one of the best beers I've had in a while. Anyways, I'm going to end that video. In the comments below, if you made it this far, I want to know if you guys have experienced the type of shit show that I have been experiencing with aftermarket companies. Things just not fitting up right when they're supposed to do. You have to remodify everything. It's just a total shit storm. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. When you're ready to burn everything to the ground, this is how I relax. Have a fire and a motherfucking beer.